Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm about to get ready for doing a portion of a job interview or a job interview process for a company. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tasha. This is Managing the Motherload, and I'm doing a day in the life vlog. I liked to do some day in the life of a full-time working mom. I was laid off, and I'm not going to pretend like I got it all together and this is what you should be doing if you got laid off because it's a kind of a poop show right now. But I've had a couple interviews, two to be exact, and then this third interview process is just part of their application process where I just sit and answer questions, probably like from AI or AI generated or something like that. I don't know. And then I also have a coding test to take for a position that I applied for. So I'm going to be doing some of that stuff today, and then cleaning, packing. We're also in the process of moving states, which is couldn't come at a worse time. Anyways, I'm going to bring you along for all that. That's kind of what this channel is: full-time working mom life when I have a job. And then it's also cleaning, organizing, decluttering. Right now it's moving. So it's just kind of everything. Managing the mother load, actually managing the mother load. So come along with me and we'll get today taken care of. So now I'm going to bring you along for whatever this interview process is, and I'm all ready to go. And then I'm going to do the orthopedic stuff and then probably just get to working around the house. All right, so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this part of the interview, which I need to actually pull up my email and look at what I need to do there. Interview request. Start here. So let's get started.
These are our people.
So it was literally one question, which makes me nervous, and I had to call in and give my response, and then my phone started beeping halfway through my response because I was getting a call. So of course there's just mayhem, but that's done. So hopefully they will take all of that into consideration of my response to their one interview question, and we will hopefully hear something in the next step of that process. Right now I'm going to get out of there and I'm going to go back to my email and kind of just check to see if I have anything from any of the other places that oh, that's who was calling me. Came across your resume. Well, there's another possibility. That's good. I will give them a call back. Star that and star that. We've received your responses. What else do I need to do? This. I'm going to print these off. There are 6 cases. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll work on those later. I think that's it for now. So I got ready to be on camera just in case, and there was no camera. It was over the phone, so such is life. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put off the testing for ortho for a little bit later. I'm going to print those off, and then I will sit down with a cup of coffee and my books and get those done, and then get that sent back to her. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and go start cleaning this house. There's really no way to clean this house right now because there's boxes everywhere. So I'm going to clean what I can. I'm going to start laundry, and then I'm going to continue packing. So, oh, and I do need to get my husband's Father's Day gift ready. Oh, you know what? Darn. I need to run and grab him. I wanted to add a couple things to his basket. So I'm probably going to do that real quick and then get his bucket together. Overwhelm. Okay, let's go. Alright, so I got my husband's basket here. I'm going to put that together. We just printed off a couple of things that I want to add to his... Oh no. Oh no, no, no. The S came off. Let's try to get that back on here. Print off a couple of things that I'm going to put on his basket and get that going. I gotta figure out what needs to go in there too. I think this does. That. Got him this. This is not anything that has to do with that. What is this stuff? Some like miscellaneous stuff, and this is miscellaneous stuff. So I'm missing all kinds of stuff that goes in this basket. Oh, nice. All right, let's just get this done. Okay, all done. Now I just have to find the stuff that goes in it. Dog hair. Happy Father's Day. This is my daughter, my son, me, my other son. The bucket is ready. A Bear's mug. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to gather everything, and then I'm going to go grab the last couple things that I want to throw in there. Okay, so the bucket is all ready to go. I'll have to give it to my husband today because he'll be working on Father's Day. But that's what it looks like. Anyone have a clue to where we're moving to? What state we're moving to? It's a bit obvious right now. But that's what it looks like. This is from my daughter. This is from me, from my oldest child, and then my youngest child picked a mustache to put on there. that says, Dad, my dog picked the dog hair to put on there that I need to go and get off the bucket. But that's what it looks like. So that's done. Okay, so I've just been kind of looking at emails and doing some odds and ends stuff. I printed off all the cases that I need to code for that test for an orthopedic position that I had applied for. I've coded orthopedics for many years, so this shouldn't be too crazy, but I also haven't coded it for many years. I coded it for many years. I haven't sat down and coded ortho probably for 4 years, 5 years. So I got them printed. I got my highlighters and my pencils and my books. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these cases and see what I see how difficult this is. So I had some lunch, I'm having some dessert, and then I'm going to get back to coding these procedures, this test. I'm going to do a little bit more packing. I've got tickets to our semi-pro baseball team tonight, So we're going to do that for part of my husband's Father's Day gift. He opened up his gift and liked it. We're just going to keep this day going. Alright, it's later the same day, and I'm on my way to Goodwill. I have my car packed with a bunch of stuff. I just did a drop off at another place in our local town that takes clothes, and most of the clothes is what I dropped off, a couple of toy items. So the rest is going to go to Goodwill. I'm taking that over now, and then I'm going to head back home quickly and get ready to go to that baseball game. It is 88 degrees outside. It's going to be hot tonight, and it's like Father's Day weekend, so it's incredibly busy. There's fireworks tonight at the show, or the baseball game. There's a fireworks show. So there was like no tickets, and so now I have to sit in the lawn, which we're only going with one of our kids. The other two have decided they're going to stay with their grandmother because they don't want to go to the game. So it'll be kind of nice just to be the three of us tonight and just have a little alone time with our daughter who wants to go. And it'll be nice for our boys to have alone time with their grandparents. They're trying to squeeze in as much time as they can with our kids before we leave. Our kids have lived by their grandparents for 4 years. There was a short time when my oldest was a baby that we lived in Arizona, and his grandmother would come up like every couple months and stay for a week to see him and her parents. But besides that, I mean, my kids have lived near their grandparents their whole lives, so it's going to be a big adjustment. So they're just kind of trying to squeeze in every precious minute that they can with them before we move states. And so that is what we're doing tonight. That's the plan. That's the next thing. So I'm almost to Goodwill now. I'm going to unload this car, and then I also worked on those cases. I have a question on 2, so I wanted to kind of look at those tomorrow morning with a fresh brain before I turn that test in, and then we will see. We'll see what we see. It's kind of an update. I guess I can kind of do an update on the layoff situation. If that's something you're interested in, I'll put that in now. So talking about the layoff, if you haven't seen the video, I'll try to link it if I can remember to do that. But I got laid off from my job as a senior medical coder. Yesterday was my last official day with the company. However, I hadn't worked in 3 weeks, I believe. I had PTO that needed to be used up. Initially, they were trying to place us within the company if we wanted to do that, and initially I was on board to do that. There was like 3 different options or 3 different departments that were needing coders. I think one of them might be the next to get laid off. So I think initially she thought she needed coders, and then I never heard back. So I kind of think that maybe there's a hiring freeze, and they're probably going to be in the process of being the next group to be let go. That made me really nervous to stay with the company. I was just going to kind of try to stay with them until I got over the hump and found something. However, I don't know. I feel like there's no good option there. I feel like if I take a position with another part of the same company, that if they do another layoff, like I'm back to square one, and that's kind of frustrating for me. I have already started the process of, of interviewing and that whole process, which is an entire process in itself. And so I don't really want to stop and have to redo that all over again. And I just kind of want to get this terrible interviewing process over. It's my least favorite. I don't like to be new. Don't like to interview. I prep for these interviews, and just kind of in the past I've had luck doing that. Once I've prepped for an interview, that I come across as not only knowing what I'm doing, because I do know what I'm doing, but also as someone who can string a couple words together in a sentence and will communicate well with providers and stuff like that. So I've already started this terrible process, so I'm just going to keep going and hopefully find something, and I'm going to take advantage of the severance package that they're going to offer. And I just got to send back my computer now. My laptop needs to go back, and then I will be completely unemployed until I find something new. So that is the update. There's really no really good update to the update. I haven't found a job. I have had 2 interviews, and today's interview was like a mini part of the hiring process for a company, or of the interview process. So like if they'll look at, or they'll listen to my recorded conversation today, and they will decide if they want to go forward with an interview, which honestly I can't see why they would, because my phone was beeping that someone else was calling me, and it was another like job possibility. However, when I looked at their website, it doesn't seem like something that I would be too interested in, and the way that they structured their coding, the way that they pay for their employees, and the instability of the work. This is what they get paid for charts. So if there's no charts coming in, you don't get paid. So I've decided against that one. But the whole interview, or the whole question, the one question that they asked, which is like a multi-step answer question, my phone was just beeping. So yeah, and it's kind of like it's a one-shot deal. So we will see if that pans out or not. One interview that I had earlier this week with a company is the position that I would really like to have. However, I don't think that the interview went extremely well. Like, there were some pieces of it that she was asking just like coding specific questions that I was like, getting those, and she asked a couple behavioral questions and I got those. But for the specialty that it was, I haven't coded in so long that I couldn't remember a very basic answer to the question that she asked, and coding wise. And so once she said the answer, I was like, I sent back with like, oh, that's just like a brain malfunction, because I know that, like the anesthesia codes start with A, that the musculoskeletal codes start with M. I know the pediatric codes start with P. Like, that was just a brain malfunction. And like, she kind of laughed it off, but like, I don't know. I didn't feel very confident in like how she would feel about me being able to code the specialty, since I couldn't answer that question. We will see. It's for a large hospital, university hospital system, so I don't know. She said she would know by she said 2 to 3 weeks is what she has total to fill the position, and they had just started looking. So that one I wouldn't know for a while. And then I had another interview 2 days later with an orthopedic specialty, coding specialty, like a senior coder for orthopedics, but that's the one that I'm testing for now, and so we'll kind of just see where that goes, and that's the update. So not great, not terrible, I guess. So could be worse, could be a bit better too, if I didn't forget my answers in my interviews. So anywho, that's it. So I'm at Goodwill. I'm gonna drop off the stuff now, and then I will continue with wherever this vlog goes. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. That's done. That's all done. And it pains me to see how much money I've wasted on a bunch of crap that just goes to Goodwill. How annoying is that? Alright, well, it'll be a reminder to myself to stop buying all kinds of junk that is just gonna go to Goodwill. See if I can be smart enough to take my own advice there. And that's done. Alright, on my way back home. You can't even see me. The game is done. We had fun. I'm gonna say good night and close out today's video. Bye, y'all.